Can AI help me invest in the stock market? And if so, which AI should I use? Welcome to week 2 of discovering that. I'm going through an experiment right now where I am investing some of my own money in the stock market based on what AI tells me to do. Let's get into this right now. You do not want to miss it. This is going to be awesome. So, investing with AI, this is going to be cool. So, that's the question. So, this is week 2. First and foremost, I'm going to give you a disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor. I am just showing you my experience because I was curious about AI, and I'm doing this once a week, asking the same question, giving each AI the same kind of money. And this is my money. I'm not telling you what to do. So I am not a financial advisor. You just need to know all investment involves risk. You should consult an actual financial advisor before you invest any of your money. That's my disclaimer part. And make sure you consult a professional on doing that. So, now to the good stuff. So, here's what I'm doing. And I bet you're really curious how these stocks are performing. We already did 1 week. This is week 2. We're comparing AInvest, Grok, ChatGPT, Gemini. Some of you may not have heard of AInvest. I actually did some research. This is the first time I had heard of it. But AInvest is actually supposedly designed for helping you give you advice on which stocks to buy. Kind of cool. So we're going to check that one out, and we're going to compare them all against each other. So here's what what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to ask each AI the same question every week, and the same amount of money is going to be invested each week in each platform. And if any of the AIs agree, I'm going to purchase that stock with my own money. Now, I'm going to be doing paper trading with the stocks individually, but if any of them agree on anything, and if you watched last week, I encourage you to go back in the first video and you'll actually see none of them agreed. They all gave me different stock advice. Then what's going to happen too is sometimes they'll give you extra advice. They'll say, these 3 picks are great, or this one's great, but you could also check out these 2 or 3 or whatever. I'm just going to do the top picks that it says. And I'm going to be giving every one of them a $10,000 limit. And then once that purchase limit is reached, I'm going to stop purchasing. And then I'm going to start selling. I'm going to start asking AI, which ones of these should I sell? And we're going to be keeping track of it on an investment tracker. Man, this is so cool. I'm actually really, really excited about this. So again, these are the ones that I'm keeping track of, and I'm actually doing a race to double. So this is my original. I'm going to actually be changing this out as the weeks go along to see which one's doing better. But this is my original prediction. I was predicting AInvest is going to do the first, Grok is going to do second, ChatGPT third, and then Gemini fourth. So I'm actually really, really, really excited to get in here. I haven't checked this out yet. This is going to be awesome. I have no idea how these are performing. So let's get right into that. Let's just see how they're doing. And then we're going to go back in and we're going to ask it the new question for the week. And it's actually going to be very similar. It's going to be the same question I did last week. But I encourage you, comment right in the comments which question you may have. Like, if auto industry, because the auto industry might be changing with EVs, with their incentive ending. So, you might have a question about that. I'm only going to ask a different question, and if you put it in the comments, and if you're curious about the AI industry, if you're curious about some minerals or anything like that, I want to ask one of the questions. We're going to ask the same question to each of the AIs. So we're going to get in here and do that. But first and foremost, let's go ahead and check and see how everything is doing right here. So let me go ahead and put this full screen so you can actually see it better. So this is our AInvest. They told me to do this stock, ABBV, EMB, WFC, and This is live connected to the stock market. This is connected right here to the stock market, and it has had a 0% change. And basically, some of them are just barely over, barely under. So AI Invest has made me 29 cents in, in the last week. So it cracks me up because I just, yeah, that's funny. Okay, let's see how chat's doing. Chat said to get RIO, AES, and EXC. AES is going down 6% in 1 week, 2% down for the other for EXC, and it's actually RIO has gone up 2%. So overall, ChatGPT has lost me $41.81 in a week. Now, don't get discouraged by this. It's like up and down. That's kind of the way it works with stocks. So I'm not really expecting much after a week. Grok is QFIN SSTK is what it said. Now, it had a little bit of a day change today. Things kind of went up a little bit, but that's down 3%, down 2%, and up 2%. So overall, it's still saying 0%, but that's $29 down. All right. So Gemini, on the other hand, has actually been doing quite well, strangely enough. They, let's see, it told me to give Microsoft and AV Go and Verizon. So Microsoft went down 2%, so did Verizon. But this Broadcom has actually gone up 16% in 1 week. So this was good advice. Good job, Gemini. And the result is gone up $87. And even though this is 16%, I only purchased $700 worth of it. Basically, what I did is I gave all of them, each of them, $2,100 to purchase. And so that's 1%. So that's pretty cool. So it's gone up 1%. And then I have another section here for AI Roundtable. This is one that they agreed on during my testing, but not last week. So I didn't purchase any of this, but if any of them agree today, I'm going to be adding this in. So it's kind of a placeholder for now. So this is just sitting at 10 grand, and this is going to be my own money. The other ones, if I would have followed them just as is, then that's all paper trading. But if I would have followed them just as is, then that means that's how much I would have won or lost or gained or lost on that. And so here's our tracker for right now. This shows you the exact value of all of them to put together. Gemini is out in front right now, and this is my race to double. So right now I'm expecting uh, this to get to. I want to get to double. That's what that's what I want to do. You always want to double your money, uh, make a little bit, and then yeah, I'm just really excited. So I have like a little tracker that we're gonna do here. So now let's get into. I'm sure you're curious. What are they gonna say? What is gonna be the advice today? So we're gonna start out AI Invest. Let's go ahead and go over there. We're gonna ask it the same question. What three stocks are the best to buy right now that have the highest growth potential over the next 12 months and pay high dividends? I like dividend stocks. That's just me. Um, so we're gonna go ahead and do that now. And I already got all of the same question programmed into every single one. So I'm gonna ask that the same question right there. And then chat, same question. Grok, same question. And then Gemini, the same question. So Gemini had some follow-up questions for me last time, so maybe they're going to do the same thing this time. I'm not sure. So now they're all cranking. So instead of doing AI Invest first, uh, last time ChatGPT got through with it pretty quickly. So let's see. Have Gemini create a detailed research report on this topic? Yes, try now. So it's going to create a detailed research report. And so let's go ahead and enter in what ChatGPT says. Okay, ChatGPT is saying that top picks one, two, three, and there's a bonus contender. That's what I'm saying. I'm not going to use bonus contenders. I'm just going to go with what they say. So they are saying PFE. So we're going to come back over here. All right. So now I got these set up where we have place for more of them. This is what's really cool about my sheet here is that it gives me room to actually um, to make this like to attach to the stock market. It's going to attach directly. So we're going to be doing Pfizer. So let's go ahead and enter in. Just gonna select all this. We're going PFE, and that's gonna select there, and then we are gonna go Ford. So F, and then we are gonna go with Realty Income. So that's O. All right. And then this week, I'm giving each one 15. I'm sorry. I'm getting each one $500. So I'm not using up the whole 10,000 right away. I'm just actually, so we're going to do purchase value. So we're going to say $500 on each of these. And then the Pfizer's current price is 24.55. Ford's current price is 11.69, and Realty Income's current price is 59.10. And again, these are attached directly to the current price on there. So $500. All right, let's see what chat can do this time. All right. So let me, so now I just have to go back and make sure that. So Gemini asks several questions, and it's kind of like a back and forth with them. All right, so this is Grok, and Grok is saying to get, let's see, Grok is saying to get Best Buy. So we're going to switch over here to Grok. They are saying to get Best Buy. So BBY, and then Comcast. All right, and then they are saying RF. All right, current price, and change the purchase price on this. So we got Best Buy is 77.59, $34 even. That's cool. And 27.04. And then we're gonna give this one $500 each as well. All right, so that is Grok. So I want to hear from you. Which one do you think's going to win? It's always really interesting what they actually pick. All right. So what is this is AI Invest. AI Invest is saying uh CCEP. So let's switch over here. Give me a little bit of room here. They're saying CCEP. And the next one is AES. And then the next one is Devon Energy. This is not fun. This is now 2 weeks where I'm not seeing so far. Hopefully, Gemini maybe may break the little thing, but that's 3 now so far. They're not actually saying, um, like, what they're not agreeing. All right. So current price. So here's something interesting. So current price on this one is over 6,000. So it's going to end up being a partial stock that will end up being purchased. 65, 80. All right. So we're going to have to make that line bigger there. All right. So this current purchase price is 10.97. And then this is 34.51. And then again, we're going to give them 500, 500, 500. All right. So those are done. And that's AInvest. So now we're going to come back down to Gemini and see if they actually had a good report for me. All right. So Gemini is telling me comparative analysis, recommendations. Just want to make sure that they're actually telling me, okay, Microsoft. So CVS, PepsiCo, and Microsoft is what they are saying. Okay. That is interesting. So they already picked me Microsoft last week. So what we're going to do is I'm going to actually add Microsoft down here. And then I'm not going to mix them together right now. This is just going to be um, for tracking purposes. I'm not going to mix them together just yet. So Microsoft, then PepsiCo, and CVS. PepsiCo and CVS. All right. And once again, changing all these to 500. And purchase price 498.20. 141.71 and 70.26. So once again, that's 2 weeks in a row that I am not going to be able to add anything to this. I got money to spend, but I am not going to be able to add anything to it because my rule is I'm not going to do that unless one of these AIs agree or two of them. All it has to be is two of them agree. So let's go ahead and go through that. AInvest says Coca-Cola, AES, and Devon Energy. ChatGPT says Pfizer, Ford, and Realty Income. Grok says Best Buy, Comcast, Regions Financial Corporation. Gemini says Microsoft, PepsiCo, and CVS, which is kind of interesting. They're saying Coca-Cola, and Gemini is saying PepsiCo. I'm just really curious what's going to happen here. That is the results for today. So watch me again next week, and I want to hear from you. What are some of your ideas? What kind of questions should I ask? And we're just going to keep track of this, and we're going to see if AI can actually make me money. And I may next week, I may just say, give me 5 different companies, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this same amount of money. Like this week is 1,500. Next week I may do 2,000, whatever it may be. But I'm going to, if this is the stock they all agree on, then I'm actually going to be putting that entire amount for that week on the agreed on stock. So yeah, I'll be investing my own money in that. and I'm actually curious what's actually going to happen. So I want to hear from you. Let me know which one you think is going to do better: AI Invest, Grok, ChatGPT, or Gemini. Which one's going to double my money first? Which one is going to be better for me? And man, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching. And remember, I am not a financial advisor. I am not telling you what to do. I'm actually showing you my experience, and it's a lot of fun, and hopefully it'll continue being a lot of fun for you. And so I want to hear from you. Which one do you think's actually gonna work? Which one's gonna give me the best advice? And let me know in the comments. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next Monday. And remember, you too can plan for increase.